Exercise 10.2, question number 11. A line perpendicular to the line segment joining the points. Let me call these 2 points as A and B here. So 1, 0 and 2, 3. You need a line perpendicular to this. Suppose there is a line AB here, A and B. You need such line that's perpendicular to this, like this. This is our required line. This is our required line here, required line that's perpendicular to this, that's given to you. Now whenever you're asked for the equation of line, always we have two things in our mind: slope and point. Now slope of AB can be obtained very easily. What's the slope of AB? Line segment AB or line AB? y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, that is 1. So this is 3. So slope of this line is 3. So what will be the slope of this line? Minus 1 upon 3. Are you agreed why it is minus 1 upon 3? Which concept you have used? m1 into m2 equals to minus 1. So I'll write required line slope equals to minus 1 upon 3. Just you can write this m1 into m2 equals to minus 1. Why this? Because given line is perpendicular to the required line. This is our required line. Fine. If you are asked parallel, then you would have used the same slope. But here product of these two should be minus 1. You got the slope. Now what you need? You need one point on this line. So for that you will use one more information given in the question. Now what is that information? A line perpendicular to this joining these 2 points divides in 1:n ratio. So this is 1:n ratio. This line divides this AB in which ratio? 1:n. I'll call that as point P. So let's write P divides. P is a point on this line, required line. So once we get the coordinate of point P, you have slope. So we'll get the equation. Divides line segment AB in 1:n ratio. This is given. So therefore by that section formula you can write the coordinates of P very easily. How do we write the coordinates of P? If you remember, this is the formula: mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n. Here my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. Got it? Division formula here. Division formula. So you have this. Now we just place the values. We'll get the coordinates of the point P. Here this is your x1 y1. This is like x2 y2. Fine. So we use this mx2. Here ratio is 1:n. So 1 plus n, 1 plus n. 1 into y2. What is y2? Look at there, 3. Plus n into y1. What is y1? 0. Here 1 into x2. Here it should be, I'm sorry, this is my mistake. Let me I wrote y2 first. So here mx2. What is x2 here? 2. M means 1. Here 1. x2 means 2. Plus n into x1. What is x1? 1 upon 1 plus n. Comma. Here 1 into y2. What is y2? 3. Plus n into y1. What is y1? 0 upon 1 plus n. Ratio is 1:n. So here, just if you simplify, you will get 2 plus n upon 1 plus n, comma 3 upon 1 plus n. This is the point. This point is on the line. Look at the diagram. The point is on the line. So now you have two things. Which two things? Point and line both. You have point and line both. This is the point, 2 plus n upon 1 plus n, and this is the slope. So the required line equation of the required line is point slope form: y minus y1. Which fixed point you have? This one. You can call x0 y0 also. Y minus y0, which is nothing but what here? 3 upon 1 plus n equals to slope. What's the slope? Minus 1 upon 3 into x minus x1, that is x0. that is 2 plus n upon 1 plus n. Got it? Understood? So you are through, just you need to simplify. So y into 1 plus n minus 3. Right now I'll keep minus 1 over here. 3 I'll multiply with this. So I'll write 3 into this. After taking LCM, taking 3 on this side. This is x into 1 plus n minus inside the bracket 2 plus n. After taking LCM, this 1 plus n will get cancelled from both the sides. 3 I have taken over here. This is just minus 1. Now what we do? We just simplify. The question is simplification. Okay, so let me open this. So here the simplification would be just I'll open the bracket. So you will have 3 into 1 plus n into y minus 9. Here I'll open the bracket. So minus 1 plus n into x, and you have plus 2 plus n. Okay, so I'll take this term over here. So 1 plus n into x, this one as it is, 3 into 1 plus y, 1 plus n into y, and I'll take this expression over here. So minus n minus 11 equals to 0. This is a required line. It is in which form? Look at it, is in this form. Ax plus by plus c equals to 0, in this general form, right? As we did in earlier 1 to 10 example, ax plus by plus c equals to 0 form. Got it? I repeat the entire solution. This is our required line. So I need point and slope on this line. Using the perpendicular concept, first I got the slope of this line, and then you have minus 1 upon 3. So I got the slope. Now I need this point. In the data you are given that this point divides AB in 1:n ratio. So this is division formula. You know, already mentioned in the beginning of the chapter, division formula. You know it from 10th standard. So using this division formula, we got the point. Once you have point and the slope, you can get the equation by which formula? Point slope form. Okay. Next question. Question number 12 here. Let's see what it says. Find the equation of a line that cuts off equal intercepts. Yes. So here question talks about equal intercepts. In short, it talks about both the intercepts. Look at the next question. Find the equation of the line through this and cutting off intercepts on the axis. Axis means both the axes. So question number 12 and 13. Question number 12 and 13 both are about two intercepts. Both are about two intercepts. Fine. So we use this form. Do you remember that form? X upon a plus y upon b equals to 1. We'll use this in both the questions. Right? Later on also we have such questions. So if question talks about two intercepts, we use this where a and b are intercepts. In both the questions, in 12 and 13, we use the information, we get small a and small b, and we put in this equation. Fine. I'll do both the questions. So question number 12. Okay, so I'll write like this. Our required line is this. Which line? X upon a plus y upon b equals to 1. What is unknown here? A and b are unknowns. We must have two conditions in the question. We use those two conditions. We get small a and small b, and we put in the equation number 1. That's complete the solution. Now you are given that equal intercepts as equal intercepts. What are the intercepts here? A and b. Please revise the theory. So here a equals to b. That's the first condition. And line passes through which point? Line passes through which point? 2, 3. That means 2, 3 satisfy the above equation. So what I'll get? 2 upon a plus 3 upon b equals to 1. That's the second condition. You have two conditions. We solve the equation small 1 and small 2 for a and b, and we put into the equation number 1. Equal intercepts, and our required line passes through the 2, 3. That means 2, 3 satisfy this equation. So instead of x I put 2, instead of y I put 3. Now solving 1 and 2, not difficult to solve. Solving 1 and 2, small 1 and small 2. Okay, so a equals to b. So 2 by a plus 3 by b, that is a again equals to 1, b equals to a. This is a again, so I'll get the a equals to 5. If a is 5, b is also 5. You got a and b. So now main equation. So by main equation 1, required line is now x upon a, that is x upon 5, plus y upon b, y upon 5 equals to 1. But it implies you'll get the x plus y equals to 5. So I'll write minus 5 equals to 0. This is our required line. Which question? 12th question. What's your required line in 12th question? X plus y minus 5 equals to 0. Question number 13. Same. Flow of the solution will be same in 13th also. Like 12th question. Their condition might be different. So here in 13th question, from where we'll start? Required line is this. X upon a plus y upon b equals to 1. Fine. A and B are intercepts. We get the intercepts using the condition given in the question, and we put the values again in equation number 1. Flow is like previous question. Okay, what's the first condition? It passes through, our required line means above line. It passes through which point here? 2, 2. That means 2, 2 must satisfy above equation. 2, 2 must satisfy above equation like the previous question. So instead of x you put 2. Instead of y also you put 2. So we have this. This is small one. And what is the other condition? And what's the other condition here? Intercepts on the axis whose summation is 9. So a plus b equals to 9. This is second condition we have. Now we solve a and b. So solving a and b for what? Solving 1 and 2 for a and b. So solving 1 and 2. And we put into equation number 1. How do I solve? You can put the value of b over here. So 2 by a plus 2 by what is b? 9 minus a equals to 1. Whichever way you like, you do it. I did this way here. So 2 into 9 minus a plus 2a equals to a into 9 minus a. Okay. Cross multiplication, and then I took on the right hand side. So this is 18 minus 2a plus 2a. This is 9a minus a squared. I have just simplified here by taking the cross multiplication. Okay, so here what we'll get from this? Let me just open this. 18, this minus 2a plus 2a. So here this will get cancelled. You will get the a squared minus 9a plus 18 equals to 0. Quadratic equation in A. So we factorize this. What are the factors? Quite obvious here. Find two numbers whose product is 18 and summation is minus 9. So minus 6 minus 3. Right? So there are two values of A here, either 3 or 6. Fine? That means there are two possible lines. Now if A is 3, we want B also. If A is 3, obviously what is B? It has to be, the summation is 9, look at here. So this has to be 6. So one possibility is this. If A is 6 here, then B has to be how much? 3. Got it? This is the other possibility. And from this here, required line, from which equation? By 1. X upon 3 plus y by 6 equals to 1. I'll take 6 as LCM. So 2x plus y equals to 6. One line is this. Or the other line here, by 1 again, main one, this one. Required line is here, x upon a. What is a? 6 plus y upon what? B, which is 3 equals to 1. So what we'll get here? X plus 2y, 6 is LCM here, equals to 6. So either this or this. These are the two required lines. 2x plus y minus 6 equals to 0 and x plus 2y minus 6 equals to 0. Got it? Understood? Fine? Not difficult. So whenever question talks about two intercepts, always you should use this form. Okay, next question. Question number, let's see, 14. What it says, 14 number. Okay, find the equation of the line. Question number 14 here. Find the equation of the line through point 0 comma 2. Okay, so you have a point on the line. So immediately we must recall which form, point slope form. The earlier two questions were about two intercepts. Find the equation of a line, then we must have two things in our mind. Either two intercept, one point and slope, or two different points on the line. So here one point you are given. Right? So here point is 0 comma 2. So as per our symbols, this is like x0, y0, you know it. Or you can call x1, y1. Making an angle of 2 pi by 3 with the positive x-axis. Oh yes, so not difficult. Here 2 pi by 3 is angle with which direction? Positive direction of the x-axis. So when you have word with the positive direction of the x-axis, then immediately you have a slope. Do you remember? Slope here m equals to what? Tan theta. What is the theta? That is angle with the positive direction. This angle, not this angle, remember. Here this angle you are given 2 pi by 3 in the question. This is x-axis, this is our line. Okay. So you have tan 2 pi by 3. Now you know how to evaluate this. Trigo, pi minus pi by 3. You know trigo, addition formulas. Pi minus alpha, which quadrant? Pi minus alpha, which quadrant can you recall? Second quadrant. Pi minus something, second quadrant. Tan negative there, and pi is there, so tan remains same with minus sign. What is tan pi by 3? Tan pi by 3, it's root 3. So slope you got. You have slope, you have point. So you can get the equation. So equation is y minus y0, that is 2, equals to minus root 3 x minus x0, which is 0. So you have y minus 2 equals to minus root 3x. And therefore here root 3x plus y minus 2 equals to 0, required line. Further, more asked in this question, something more you being asked in this question. What is the next thing in the same question? Also find the line parallel to it. Okay, so you need a parallel line. So slope will be same in the next question. So for the next part, slope will be same. Parallel word is given, no? Slope will be again minus root 3. Which concept you have used? m1 equals to m2. Now this thing should be now clear to you. Remember, you did around 12-13 questions. You must have command over theory of this chapter. Remember, you cannot ignore the theory. You are ignoring theory, that means you cannot solve the sums here. Slope should be same, m1 equals to m2. And that line crossing y-axis at a distance 2 units below the origin. Okay, we had such questions in the beginning. This is origin, this is y-axis. Okay, it intersects the y-axis 2 units below. That means your point will be 0 comma minus 2. And slope, you know, slope is this much. Clear? Is this clear to you now? Why it is 0 comma minus 2? Why it is 0 comma minus 2? Because here the line crosses y-axis, just read the question, crosses the y-axis at a distance 2 units below the origin. 2 units below the origin. Okay, so you must have this much, 0 comma minus 2. There the point was 0 comma 2. So now equation is here. The equation is y minus y0, that is minus 2. So this will be plus 2. Slope, what's the slope? Root 3. X minus x0, that is this. This is your x0, y0 in this sub question. Okay, so take root 3 over here. Root 3x plus y plus 2 equals to 0. This required line for the other sub question. Fine, nice. Okay. Chalo, let's go to next question. Question number 15. Let's see that what it says. The perpendicular from the origin to a line meet at point minus 2 comma 9. If you just draw the rough diagram, you can understand. As I told you in the very beginning, here rough diagrams are important. Okay? If you are not drawing rough diagram, that means sometimes it becomes difficult to understand. Okay, from the origin, you are drawing a perpendicular and which meet a line, some line here. You have a line like this here, right? Over here, which place? It means at minus 2 comma 9. This is rough diagram, remember, so do not consider that this is in the first quadrant, so both the coordinates should be positive and so on. This is just rough for your information. Okay, now what is asked? Read the question. Find the equation of the line. So this is our required line. Okay, can you think how do we get the equation of this line? Can you just think? See, here one point on this line is there on the required line. Which point? Minus 2 comma 9. I hope this diagram is clear to you. From origin you have drawn one perpendicular which met this line at minus 2 comma 9. That's given in the question. We want the equation of this line. Okay, so now what you need to find? What you need to find here? Slope of this line. You don't have slope of this line, but you do have a slope of this, because here coordinate 0 0. I'll call this as point P. Got it? Can you get the slope of OP? Yes or no? Slope of OP can be obtained very easily. y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. 9 minus 0 upon minus 2 minus 0. So it will be minus 9 by 2. You have the slope of OP. Once I have the slope of OP, can I get the slope of the required line? Yes. By which formula? Slope of required line. By which concept? m1 into m2 equals to minus 1. So what's the slope of the required line here? A reciprocal with opposite sign, 2 by 9. Check the product of these two should be minus 1, and it is. You have a slope, you have a point. So the required line is here. Required line is given by y minus y0 equals to slope into x minus x0. Just place the value here, you know everything, and simplify. So you have the required line here. Got it? So such questions you can answer if you just draw the rough diagram. Otherwise it becomes difficult here. Fine? Okay? Chalo, let's go to next question. What it says? Let's see that. Question number now. Which number we are going? We are going for question number 16 now. This was 15 here. Question number 16. Fine. So 16th number. So in the question number 16, you are given this. When C is 20, what's C? That is a Celsius temperature. Okay. When C is 20, length of something you are given, which is 124.942. So this is like one coordinate. You can write here like x comma y. Okay, I'll wait just for a minute. Let me write the other information. Next, when C is 110, then what about L? Length would be 125.134. Okay, 134. You are given this. What's the question? Express L in terms of C. Right? Express L in terms of C. So you can imagine this is like variable x and this is like y. So from this here you have x comma y, 20 comma 124 here 0.942, and this is also like x comma y, that is 110 comma 125.134. This is like variable x, this is like variable y. Now you want expression in terms of these two variables, then you can make this L as a subject of the expression. It's indirectly you are asked get the linear equation, passes through these 2 points. Okay, but here this is L, this is C, as we know, like xy. Okay, so I'll just write which equation? 2-point form. So here equation is, because you are given 2 points, so equation is y means what here? L, y minus y0. You can take this as x0, y0. Okay, so what is y0 here? Y0, just you correlate with this. This is like x0, y0. So 124.942 equals to slope, which we'll find very soon. y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. And here x minus x0. X means what here? Variable x means which variable? C. C minus y minus y0 equals to slope into x minus x0. x0 means here what? 20. Fine. Now the question is slope. How do you get the slope here? y2 minus y1, that is this minus this, I'll write directly here. When you do this minus this here, how much you will get? The 0.192. Just verify. And this minus this is of course 90. Got it? This is just slope. Now I want L in terms of what? C. So I need to keep L on the left hand side, this one on the right hand side. Got it? So therefore L equals to here 0.192 upon 90 into C minus 20 plus 124.942. Okay, and if you want you can simplify further, but otherwise you can keep in this form. This is the required form or required equation. You've expressed L in terms of C. If you know C, you can get the L. Okay, you can just verify. Put C equals to 20, you'll get exactly this. It is just 2-point form. You are given x1 y1, you are given x2 y2. Your x is like x is C, and that y is nothing but the L that you have used. Okay, let's go to next question. More or less is the same. I'll not do that. Right, exercise here 17, that's for you. Try it. Okay, do it. Not a big task. I'm sure you can do it after doing 15 questions yourself, not copying from anywhere. Okay, question number 18 here. Let's see that what it says. Here you have midpoint on a line segment between axes. Okay, so it's like this. These are the two coordinate axes. This is a line segment between these two. Let me call this as A, this is B here. This is point on the x-axis. I'll take A comma 0 in general, but that midpoint is I suppose A comma B, so you cannot use the same. So I'll take here P, small p, and 0 comma small q. Normally we'll take A comma 0 and 0 comma B, but that we cannot do because here already midpoint is given in form of small ab. Now what's the midpoint of this? Midpoint of line segment AB you are given. What is that? It is nothing but P of A comma B. But the midpoint you can find using this. How do I get the midpoint? P plus 0 by 2 comma Q plus 0 by 2. You are going to compare this one with this. So A equals to P by 2 and B equals to Q by 2. Is this clear to you? So therefore P equals to 2A and Q equals to 2B. I got the values of P and Q. What are these P and Q? Have you realized? These are the intercepts. This is indirectly x-intercept. Have you noticed? The point where the line intersect the x-axis is x-intercept. The point where the line intersect the y-axis is y-intercept. So the required line is here. Therefore, required line is x upon A. A means here P. What is P? 2A. Plus y upon B. B means this intercept, which is Q here. So what is that? It is 2B equals to 1. So therefore x upon A plus y upon B equals to 2. This is a required line. This is a required line here. Fine. So I'll repeat the solution. See what I did. In the question itself you are given that a line segment between axes. So this is a line segment between two axes. Now normally we'll take A0 and 0B. But already AB you are given as a midpoint. The midpoint of this one you are already given AB. So we cannot use the same. Right? So I've just computed midpoint of this and compared with this. So I got the P. P is indirectly nothing but what? X-intercept. To Q, what is that? That is y-intercept. And once you have two intercepts, then I can use this x upon A here. But A is here P plus y upon B. But here that B is Q equals to 1. I've just placed the values of P and Q here and then just simplifying we're getting this. Okay, next 19th number. What it says? Let's see that question. Question number 19. Point H comma K divides a line segment between the axes. Yes, it's the same question. So there is a line segment between the axes. It's like previous question. Okay, so I have two coordinate axes here. You must draw the diagram even in the exam also. So there is a line segment here. This is A. And the data small a is not used. So now I can write A comma 0. Here B is not used, so I can write 0 comma B. There is a segment between two axes. This is called segment between two axes. So have you realized you are talking about two intercepts, A and B. So what is your form? X upon A plus Y upon B equals to 1. But here you are given that the point R divides the line segment AB in 1:2 ratio. So suppose there is a point R here which divides in 1:2 ratio. 1:2 ratio. So you can get the coordinates of this point P. Point R, I'm sorry. You can get the coordinates of the point R here. There it was midpoint. Here it is in the 1:2 ratio. I'll write R divides line segment AB in 1:2 ratio. Which ratio? 1:2 ratio. Okay. So coordinates of R will be here. Remember, this is like x1, y1. This is like x2, y2 as per our formula. Okay, don't get confused. Now what's the formula? I'll just state it. mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n. my2 plus ny1 upon n plus n. Always you should state the formula if you have any standard formula. Do not write solution directly. Now what is m plus n? That is 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2, 1 plus 2. Now 1 into x2. What is x2 here? 0. 2 into x1. What is x1? A. Fine. 1 into y2. What is y2? B. Small b. Plus 2 into y1. What is y1? 0 here. So what we are getting? 2a by 3, comma, here b by 3. Got it? This is R. And that coordinates you are given. What's the coordinates of that? H comma k. Is it? This is H comma k. So this is compared with what? H comma k. There we had a midpoint, so directly we got that. Have you realized the difference? There it was AB, but you had ready midpoint formula. Here we are not having ready values, so I have used the division formula. So what is here? Value of small a? Small a will be 3h by 2. And what's the value of small b? It is 3k. So you got the a and b. But what is a? That is x-intercept. What is b? That's the y-intercept. So therefore required line is here. Required line is x upon a. What is a here? 3h by 2 plus y upon b. What is b? That is 3k equals to 1. Fine. Is this clear to you what I did here? Are you clear? You can just take, if you want, here 3 I can take on the right hand side and hk as LCM. So 2hx plus 3, no, this should be k, I'm sorry. 2kx, 3hy, 3 LCM and hk. So this is a required equation. Fine. I hope this 18th and 19th are clear to you. These are similar question. In 18th it was a midpoint. Here it is given 1:2 ratio. Ultimately what we did in both the questions, we have got the values of these two intercepts. Right? There I had taken P and Q. P and Q. Because AB were given. So we got the P to A, Q to B, and then this equation we have used. Here AB you were not given, so I've used the small a and small b. Ultimately what we got? We got A and B. So this equation we have used 4 times in today's session. Fine. Now let's go to 20th question. What it says? By concept of equation of a line, prove that these 3 points are collinear. Okay. Right. By which concept? You know now various concepts to show that the 3 points are collinear, right? You know at least how many ways? 3 different ways, remember. I'll take these 3 points as A, B, C. Let's take A as 3, 0, B as -2, -2, and C as 8, 2, right? You know distance formula. Show that sum of any two should be third one. Get AB, BC and AC. And show that sum of any two should be third one. That is one way. The another way you can get by slopes. Get the slope of AB, slope of BC and slope of AC. Right? And see that these two slopes are equal. You get the slope of AB, slope of BC, and you notice that these two slopes are equal, or you can get all the three slopes. That shows the collinearity. Okay, third way, show that area of a triangle ABC is 0, but we don't want to use this 3. What is asked? Using the concept of a line. So what I'll do, out of these 3 you can take any 2 and get the equation of line like this. Suppose I'm getting equation of the line AB, which you can get the very easily. Let's do that. Equation of line AB. How we'll do? 2 points. Y minus y1 equals to slope into x minus x1. Do you remember this 2-point form? What is y1 here? Y minus y1, x1 y1 0. Slope y2 minus y1, that's minus 2, upon x2 minus x1. I suppose x2 minus x1 gives us minus 5, into here x minus x1. What is x1? That's 3. This is like x1 y1 here, this is like x2 y2. Got it? So y minus y1 equals to slope into x minus x1. What is slope? Minus 2 and minus 5. Fine. So this sign will get cancelled. So we'll get the 5y here equals to 2x minus 6. So we'll get the 2x minus 5y minus 6 equals to 0. This is equation of the line AB. Now what I'll do, if the third point is also on the same line, then it must satisfy this equation. If C is here somewhere, anywhere on the line, suppose C is here, then the coordinates of this must satisfy this. Satisfies means what? Instead of x you put 8, instead of y you put 2, and see that you are getting LHS equals to RHS. So 2 into 8 minus 5 into 2 minus 6. You are checking whether it is 0 or not. So this is 16, this is minus 10, minus 6. You are getting 0. Right? So C satisfies the equation of the line, and therefore C must be on the line AB, and therefore points are collinear. Therefore points are collinear. Points are collinear. That's your conclusion here. Fine? Using the concept of the line here.